Now our national anthem, presented by your Frankfort High School Panther Marching Band under the direction of David Goins.
Do the tunnel.
You want to make the tunnel, head on over to the field house to form a tunnel for your Panthers.
Do it. I'm asking since we're on TV or whatever, or streaming, whatever. Okay. So, I'm just checking, you know, sometimes the teams will come back early from a timeout. I just want to make sure if we need to wait till then.
It's our favorite time of the year. Yes, football season. Here on Cable 10's Game of the Week. Welcome, everyone, to downtown Bell Point here at the original Sower Field in McCutcheon Stadium. I'm Clint Goins. This, of course, is Chris Cole. And believe it or not, Chris, they had us back again.
Yeah, can you believe that?
We're going to be with you all season long on Friday nights, calling the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Tonight we're at Frankfort High. The next couple of weeks we're at Western Hills, and then we finally visit the big powerhouse of Franklin County. Now tonight, the Dirty 30, as they are affectionately known, the Frankfort High Panthers, they're taking on the Greyhounds from Paris. Chris, tell us what you know.
So last year, these two teams met in week 1. Paris came out on top 56-30. Both teams made it to the second round of the playoffs. Paris losing to Raceland, which eventually lost in the championship game to Pikeville. And then Frankfort High lost to Newport Catholic in the second round, which eventually made it to the Final Four that lost to Pikeville in that semifinal.
Now, Frankfort High's got a new coach, Stephen Davis.
From Pikeville.
From Pikeville.
Yeah, comes
okay.
from the Pikeville program. You know, that's a story program in the 1A class in Eastern Kentucky, a powerhouse, looking to bring a little of that Eastern Kentucky tradition to the capital city.
All right, good deal. Now, what do you know about Paris? Anything? They're kind of...
I know that they return a lot of last year's team that went 8-4. A lot of speed. What I'm hearing, they've had a real good camp, looking for some of those experienced players to step up in some big-time situations.
And Frankfort High also has some returning players.
They do have some returning players, not as much veteran leadership. You got Bryce Marson, which is the returning leading rusher on this team, only had 175 yards last year, so he was about 4th in line on total yards rushing. And then Camarion Carter, leading returning receiver, at only 181 yards on the year, 1 touchdown. I think the nucleus of this team this year is going to be defense. They're going to fly to the ball. They're going to be, for a better word, head hunting a little bit. I think you're going to see kind of old-fashioned Frankfort, a lot of speed from all the different positions on the field.
Well, Frankfort High is kind of known for their athleticism and their playmakers. They do a lot of things that, they just do a lot of things that need to be done sometimes, whether it's in their purview or not. They step up and they just get the job done.
I got one name I want to throw out here to keep an eye on tonight and all season for Frankfort High. It's Aiden Monroe, that outside linebacker, defensive end position. Saw him really come on at the end of the season last year for Frankfort, and look for him to be kind of that vocal and showman leader on that defensive squad this year.
All right, well, folks, we've got just a little bit over a minute to go before kickoff, and as you can see, they've already had the flip. We'll come back with the kick right after this. You're watching Cable 10's Game of the Week.
For the second half, Paris will receive the ball.
Here they come, your Frankfort Panthers!
All right, folks, there's a look at the Frankfort High kickoff team. We're about ready to get underway. We know very little. Well, we don't know a whole lot about Frankfort High. We know even less about Paris because thank goodness, Chris Cole, doing his due diligence, called Paris High School and asked for a roster with numbers, because when you go on the KHSAA website, they have a bunch of names and no numbers at all. And I'm trying to match the numbers with the names, and I don't even have some of the names on my roster. So,
welcome to week 1 football at its best.
Class A football too. Frankfort High, I don't mean to be disparaging, but Frankfort High, oftentimes the numbers that are on the paper don't necessarily match up with the numbers on the field. So, but we'll do our best. We'll get there. If you got a favorite player on this team, you know who they are. I'm taking a little bit. What I would call abnormally long time of getting this game started. I didn't see who won the kick, but obviously Frankfort High is going to be kicking south to Paris. They'll be defending the northern goal.
Will Coughlin kicking off for the Panthers. Little Will, I should say.
Little Will Coughlin. And of course, on my roster, he's listed as number 30, but obviously he's wearing 21. Picked up there, just inside the 20. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 from around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, a little squib kick that time for Frankfort. Tried to pin them up against that sideline. Good job with their pursuit lanes. Everybody broke down in their coverage. And Cais Walker with the takedown.
Good coverage there. If that's number, is that a 4 or a 1? That's a 1. Hands off up the middle, gets a couple. That's about it. The quarterback is Julius Gregory. He's a freshman for Paris.
And that was number 3 on the carry for the Greyhounds.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Number 3 is Jaden Holman. He's a senior. Here's another look at, or here's a, excuse me, this is the second play here.
Wide receiver screen. Bryce Marston done a good job for Frankfort, staying in his coverage and limited that to a minimum gain.
Handoff here, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, for a first down. We'll see.
Pretty close.
On the carry, number 5, Jakari Ransom.
Enough for a first down.
Well, I was wrong. Uh-oh. Got outside, number 3. Gets inside the 40. That's Holman again.
Got a miss hold here.
First down, Greyhounds.
It's week 1. I'll give them a little bit of slack.
Yeah, it's the referee's first game too. So,
Oh, they had 2 scrimmages just same as the teams did.
ball
Ball
could be
never
trouble.
lies.
That was a good play by the quarterback there to pick it up and try to do something with it, but good coverage by the Frankfort High defense.
39-yard line.
The ball goes over Gregory's head and gets it over to Ransom, but he's quickly taken down.
Ball placed at the 41.
It's like about 2nd and 17, 16.
Yeah, I'd say 17, more like it. Handoff here. Boy,
That's coming back.
we were having to shoot inside the press box here at Frankfort High because we can't get on top of it for structural reasons. But yep, there's going to be a hold. I thought, man, why is that so open over there? And now we know why.
Well, there was multiple holds on this play, and they got the one right at the point of attack on the outside. Right there. Second and 8.
They like that left side of the field.
Ransom on the carry.
Yeah, they're attacking right at that off-tackle run, that zone run. They found something that they like, because that's about the 3rd or 4th time they've already called that
Trying to get behind
tonight.
your Panther defense.
Tegan Crowdus in on the tackle there for the Panthers. This time, Gregory goes under center. Oh, the Panthers just couldn't wrap him up. They had him for a short gain. But Ransom is going to get a first down out of that. Had him right there. Oh, my goodness. Crowdus unable to make the tackle. Gregory under center again this time. Hands off to Ransom. This time, not so
Handoff is
fortunate.
deploying Ransom to the right side.
As Ken Mitchell likes to say, a pride of Panthers in there on the tackle.
Gain of 3 on the
Jackson,
play. Second
one of
down.
those in there.
Penalty marker on the field.
And we got a jump against the offense. Looks like the right tackle fell out of his stance.
Don't you hate that? Oops.
Got 2 of them.
There's a quick look at Taekwon Rice, the head coach of Frankfort, or of Paris, rather. And off this time to Holman.
Holman through the middle.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Probably got to think. I don't know what Paris' kicking situation is, but you got to think inside the 10. Probably looking at a 4-down situation here.
They might kick it. If they had Will Coblin on their team, they would kick it. But we'll see what happens right here. Oh, Ransom is going to get into the end zone. So the Greyhounds of Paris will take the early lead.
A little cut to the outside and then back in.
The Paris front line, aside from the holds, doing a pretty good job blocking there for the running backs. They're going to go for 2, so that tells me they don't have much of a kicking game. Gregory throws it. The 2-point conversion is successful. We don't have a 28 on the roster. Oh, yes, we do. I'm sorry. That's Darian Bell. Darian Bell with the reception for Paris. So, your score, I think, is 8-0. It hasn't posted on the scoreboard yet, so I didn't see a flag or anything, and they're lining up to receive the kick, so I'm assuming that was successful.
Yep.
Looked good. I don't know why they haven't posted it up on the scoreboard just yet. But
Week 1.
yeah. All right, so Frankfort High will get their first chance of running an offense here shortly. Number 2 is kicking off, and Chris, I don't see a number 2 on here.
Brandon Cruz.
Brandon Cruz. Well, I tell you, I'm wearing my glasses. That's going to go out of bounds. So
Frankfurt's going to get that at the 35.
yeah, or make them kick over, but I don't think they will. I think they'll just take it. There's a look at Elijah Goins, number 24, no relation that I know of. Jonathan Smith will be the quarterback for Frankfort High.
There you go, Clint. They put the 2-point on the board.
All right. Okay, good deal. On the roster, Jonathan is listed as JD. Hands off to Zay Knuckles. Knuckles picks up only a couple. It's a good name for a football player, Knuckles. Uh-oh.
Busted play.
Somebody was not there that might have, should have been there. He turns and, oops. Zion Webb in on the tackle there, number 75 for the Greyhounds. So what was 2nd and 7 is now 3rd and 15. Pass play. Oh, nice throw, nice catch, and he's still on his feet. Bryce Marston with the grab. First down, Frankfort High.
Just a seam route right down the, just inside the hash marks. Smith floats it down. Marston with a good catch. Big first down for the Panthers there.
Oh, yeah. Knuckles again doesn't get much, but it keeps the defense honest a little bit.
Short game. 2nd down.
Knuckles just a sophomore. He's one of those utility players you're going to see him line up wide out in the backfield.
Up the middle this time goes Smith on a keeper.
Down to the 40-yard line, 3rd down.
It's about 4.
Little belly option there from Smith.
Make that 3. So 3rd and 7.
He might have been better off to let the running back take that one around the edge. They're showing blitz.
Knuckles escapes one tackler, but the Greyhounds
Late flag.
get in there and let's see what the call is.
Looks like sideline warning.
Sideline warning, okay.
Somebody's standing too close to the ref.
And they don't like it.
Now you got to give them that 3-yard space anymore.
4th and 9, and they're going to go for it here. I'm a little surprised by this decision, just a little bit. Because I think you have room for a punt, unless you don't trust your punter. And we've got a flag, and that's against Paris. Well, he moved. He moved. But wow, I don't know that he got in the plane.
They call false start against Frankfort High. One of the outside receivers on the far side flinched on the hard count.
Oh, okay. So it's not against the defense, it's against the offense. 4th and 14, and they're still going for it. Smith rolls out, throws it up. Oh, and he connects. Not going to be enough for a first down, however. They will turn it over on downs. Nice throw, nice catch. You know, at 4th and 9, that would have worked, but at 4th and 14, it's not going to be enough. Washington with the reception. So Frankfort High now goes back on defense.
You know, for a 1A team, Pierce got some good size across that front line. You don't
Yes, they
see
do.
that all the time in a 1A.
Yes, they do. Which is probably why they are as successful as they are with running the ball.
Holman again.
I believe so.
And then one of the linemen for Paris lost his hat.
Yeah, I
He's
saw
got to
that.
come out at least one play.
Gregory back to pass, puts it up there. Was that? No. Would have been a heck of a catch had it connected, but
Aiden Sparks on the coverage there for Frankfort.
almost had it. Good job by Sparks, though.
And I was watching Paris warm up before the game, and Ransom was making a lot of one-handed catches in warm-up, so he can bring them in.
Pitch back here to Holman.
Going to be close.
Yeah, I don't think he got it, but then I've been wrong before. Nope. About 2.5 yards shy. Fourth down, and looks like they're going to go for it 2.
I think this situation, you got Coach Davis and his staff's got to tell his players not to jump.
Yeah. Gregory, plenty of time. Nice pitch and catch there to Ransom. Gets the first down. He just found a spot in that defense and set up camp and waited for the throw to come.
Yeah, it looked like Frankfort was in a soft zone and found a soft spot.
Hands off to Ransom this time, and once again gets around that left corner.
And once again, a mishold right here on the edge. Right at the point of attack, and that's supposed to be the emphasis with the officials this year, is right at the point of where the running back cuts up.
Aiden Sparks and Bryce Marston in on the tackle there. But it'll be another first down for the Greyhounds at the Frankfort 35.
And counter.
Hands off to Holman this time, and he finds some room and gets into the end zone.
Touchdown, Paris.
Well, Frankfort High is a little bit outmanned at the line of scrimmage. They've got some big old boys. But still, your secondary has to step up and make the play.
Well, linebackers have got to read better too. They're sucking in. Your first step as a linebacker should be outside, contained, then cut back.
Gregory back to throw again. Looks, and it's intercepted. And if he runs it, no. I thought if he ran it back, we got 2 points. Does it not work that way? They blew it dead, so regardless, the 2-point conversion unsuccessful, and it's 14 to goose egg for the Paris Greyhounds. We'll be back with the kick after this on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
Just 29 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Frankfort High finds themselves down by 2 touchdowns. I think they're going to get the ball back here and maybe be able to do something with it. Dropped but picked up. Trying to make a play is Zane Knuckles, but he doesn't make it back to the 20.
Yeah, a pack of Greyhounds in on that tackle.
After the 21-yard line, for Frankfort to be started.
I like that. We're going to say pack of Greyhounds and a pride of Panthers.
Ken Mitchell would be proud.
He would.
I've been thinking about that all week.
For those of you who don't know, Ken Mitchell is the PA announcer here and has been for, gosh, I'm going to say 25 years, maybe.
Probably.
All of the PA announcers in the public schools here in Frankfort have been at their post for well over 20 years. Terry Johnson is well, he's been doing it for at least 40-something years, because he did it when I was in high school.
Well, I was going to say he did it when I was in high school. Got a chop block against Frankfort there.
Chop block against the Panthers.
You're going to see a lot of flags here, folks, in the first game of the season. That's typical. But that doesn't make it any better.
No. And you don't want to be that guy on Monday when you get into film.
You watch film on Monday? They would always bring us in on Saturday morning. Oh, okay.
Depends on where I was. Yeah. And Danville, depending on how you played, Hart may have us watch film after the game on Friday night.
Slight gain and a little bit of unpleasantries expressed right there. At the end of the first quarter comes to a close. Frankfort High has the ball, but they've got a hole to get out of. We'll be back with more here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors. Someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Well, the Frankfort High faithful are out in force tonight. There's going to be a halftime show. There's the back of my brother's head right there. Playing his horn, getting all the students excited. Getting them into the game. There's the back of Stephen Davis's head there briefly. They're going to need something. They need a little pep right now. Down by 2 touchdowns and 2nd and 20.
Need a little razzle-dazzle right here.
We've only seen the Panthers pass the ball twice so far, but both of the passes were successful and pretty good. So the running game, not so much, as we got a flag come in there at the end of that play.
I think you're going to see some unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yep, and that'll be a big break for Frankfort High. That's 15 yards. I don't think an automatic first down comes with unsportsmanlike, however. Personal fouls do, but I don't think unsportsmanlike comes with it. So it'll be 2nd and 5, I think.
Should be. Well, 3rd and 5, it happened after the play.
After the play, okay. Well, it's a little more manageable than what they had going in. Here's the pass play. If he can get rid of it, he can't. He's sacked out of bounds. Big number 56, that's Preston Cowan. He's a junior. Well, they're going to punt here.
Now they're saying it's still 3rd down. So I guess it was 2nd.
Okay.
But I thought the penalty came after the whistle had blown. False start on the slot receiver on the far side, I believe.
I'll bet he was the one that was going to catch it, too. I'll bet he was the primary target. 3rd and 19. Panthers are going the wrong way here.
We're back to where we were.
Yep. Smith gets away somehow, makes a nice move. Not going to be enough, but an outstanding effort there by Jonathan Smith, the quarterback for Frankfort High. Evades one tackler and almost escaped another one.
Got to give him some time back there.
Now we're going to punt it away. I believe that, is that Washington back there?
Yes.
Whoa, my goodness. Pick it up and get out of bounds. That'll be 2 more points for Paris. And the Panthers will have to punted away from, I believe, their 20. Is that correct? Don't see it very often, so I'm a little fuzzy on that. Not many games have safeties, but, you know, it could have been worse. It could have been a touchdown.
I'd have told my kicker there, or my punter, just kick it out of the back of the end zone.
I think he must have stepped out of the back, or stepped on the line back there. With the Frankfort High Band, still trying to rouse the troops. J.D. Smith, not only the quarterback, but also on the kickoff team. Coblin will kick off for Frankfort High. Well, it gets a pretty good boot on it. It's dropped. Nice tackle in there by number 18, Grayson Fisher. Makes the tackle for Frankfort High. It would help if those that roster they gave you was in numerical order.
That was Traden Merle on the return.
First and 10 for the Paris Greyhounds from their own 47-yard line. We'll see if the Panthers can do a little better job stopping the run game here. Well, not on that play. Jakari Ransom with the carry. Picks up the first down and more.
Ransom on the carry.
Flag on the play.
Illegal formation.
Penalty marker on the field.
Let's see if we can figure out what it is. They have not enough guys in the line of scrimmage, do they?
Yep, they got 5 in the backfield.
Moves the ball back in Paris
Gotta have
territory to the 42-yard
Yep.
line.
Gotta have 7 on that line. Nice break for the Panthers. This time they go to the right side. Ransom tripped up, but still probably gets awfully close to a first down. Into Frankfort territory to the 40, I believe.
Little wild dog. Instead of wildcat, little wild dog. Like that.
I did. That was
I'm in rare
creative.
form tonight.
Yeah, that was creative, Chris. I'm impressed, buddy.
Almost mid-season form, and it's week 1.
Yeah, first and 10. Picked up 20 yards on that carry. Gregory takes the snap, looks downfield, puts it up, and he's got Ransom. Oh, Ransom just blew by Aiden Sparks for the reception. He was a good 5 yards ahead of him. Greyhounds going for 2 again here.
They're going to kick.
Oh, well, they are going to kick. My apologies. Number 80. Who might that be? I can tell you the holder is Shane Bowling.
I don't have an 80.
Don't have an 80. Our apologies. He kicks it into the back of one of his linemen. Here's another look at the touchdown. Gregory, all kinds of time. And catch made by Ransom. We'll step aside, come back, see what the Panthers can do here on the Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 48 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop from and collectively over 100 years of experience. Call, visit us, or request quotes on BillMcCoyInsuranceAgency.com.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate. Game of the Week is brought to you by Traditional Bank. When your business is looking to win, with tough competition around every corner, you need high performers backing you up. Traditional Bank's local team will stand by your side as a trusted partner, your friendly neighbor, and your biggest fan. It's time to make the switch. Traditional Bank, member FDIC.
Things not looking too good for Frankfort High right now, but you know, we're not even to halftime yet. Coach Davis could make some changes in the second half that could change everything. In fact, here's a nice run here. I believe that's Knuckles on the carry.
Yeah, and it's going to come back, though.
Oh, man.
You got to hold.
That was all the way back to midfield.
You're either going to get a hold or a block in the back.
Block in the back, looks like. What was that, 10 yards from the spot of the foul?
Good move. And then right there.
Yep. That'll do it every time.
And they got lucky because instead of it actually happened, they gave them from the end of the run.
Yeah, because it happened about there.
Yeah.
It happened at about the 40. We know who number 20 is, but we're not going to say his name because it's bad enough that he got a penalty call on it. That's Knuckles again. It gets about a couple. Who is number 77 for Paris? He's a big old boy.
Freshman Bryant Martin.
Wow. It makes the center has a, well,
and right on cue.
Yeah, he makes the tackle. The center's got a heck of a job to snap the ball and then block him. That's Isaiah Clay is your center, and you know, he gave it a good effort, but big old 77 just slipped right on by and made the tackle. Third and 8, and Smith just doesn't have enough time. If he had another second or two, he could complete a pass downfield. But there, you know, he gets the ball. Of course, this is slow motion, and they're, you know,
He's got to get rid of that, though. He needs to throw that over to the cheerleaders.
Just don't hit them in the back of the head. They really hate that. Daykel Washington back to punt it away again. And we got a flag again. Is that because Smith wasn't set yet when they snapped the ball?
Too many men on the field.
Illegal substitution. 5 more yards. It was already 4th and 19. Aren't you supposed to be in the game right here? Yeah, well, he comes in, somebody got to come out. Flat kick, and I think that he just kicked his shoe off.
I think so.
Oh my goodness, that's Knuckles with the tackle there for Frankfort High. At least he made the initial contact. Let's see this. This is, you don't see that every day, folks. I'm sorry, Mr. Washington. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
You know what that tells me?
You didn't tie your shoes tight enough.
There you go.
Oopsie.
It's a good thing it's early season. There's still plenty of grass.
Yes, yes. And not raining, because, you know, this field in late October, it could be a lot different. Gregory keeps it himself, and my goodness gracious, gets inside the 15.
Inside the 10, it looks like.
Nope, another flag. I'm not familiar with that call. What is that call, Chris?
That one I don't.
Looks like it's against the Greyhounds. Blindside block. Okay. Learn something new every day here on the Game of the Week.
Well,
where was the blindside block?
Ball being placed at the 41-yard line.
Right there.
First down.
I've always had a problem with that call. It's like, you know, like, hey, you're playing football, buddy. Pay attention. Somebody could hit you from anywhere.
Another flag.
And I think a hamstring pull. Number 28 slow to get up. And
got 2 players down.
2 players down, yes. 75 is Zion Webb, and he's limping off.
I think maybe at the end of the play, rolled up.
28 is Darian Bell.
Official time on the field.
All right, we're going to take, it could be more than a hamstring. We're going to step aside here, back in a minute here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Hi?
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 48 years in business. Call, come by, or visit our website for free quotes today.
Yeah, this is Joe. You need a tree removed from your yard? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Don't take a chance on any Joe Schmo. Call Estate Tree Service for all your tree care needs. Since 1957, Estate Tree Service has provided safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding and debris cleanup, we've got you covered. Call the trusted professionals at Estate Tree Service today.
Welcome back, folks. We have a new feature here on Cable 10. We can zoom in on replays. Look at that, would ya? And we can see, yeah, teammate landing on teammate. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. When you've got a guy the size of Zion Webb falling on you.
Yeah, it might hurt.
Timeout, somebody. And while we're going to a timeout here, let me brag a little bit. People often think I work at Cable 10. I'm just the guy they call in to talk about sports, which I love. But Cable 10 does a really good job on these local sporting events, and not just the sporting events, also the high school beauty pageants and concerts and stuff like that. Let me tell you, folks, you go to practically any other town in Kentucky, they don't have this. They don't have this. It's a really good public service they provide that you don't get in many places in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
It may have the best election day coverage of anywhere in the state.
Really?
I think so, but I'm a little biased.
All right. I'll take your word for it. Checking into the game for Frankfort High, number 30, Maxwell Jones. Uh-oh. Gregory trips over his own feet, I think. And
yeah, and they were coming right. They had overload right. And I think the center may have stepped on. Yep.
He sure did. Good call, Chris Cole. And fine work, Cable 10 camera crew.
I played center, I know that.
You've done that a time or two, have you?
We won't bring it up. That's the worst feeling in a huddle after you stepped on your quarterback and made him fall down.
Gregory goes back to pass this time and rolls out, and nice pursuit and tackle there by number 20, Aiden Monroe.
My highlighted player before the game.
There you go. That might be the Bill McCoy play of the game right there. You know, it's early yet, but that could be it. Third and 15. You know, I don't think Frankfort High has held Paris so far this game. It'd be nice to have them turn it over on downs. Pick up of a few, but it's not going to be enough to get the first, so it'll be fourth down and something. That's Brandon Smith Santee. Or maybe Santiago, because I have a Brandon Santiago on my roster, and sometimes you run out of spaces. It'll reverse, and Frankfort High was waiting on that. The Pride of Panthers come in there, and they make the tackle, and the Greyhounds of Paris will turn it over on downs. There's a look at Aiden Monroe. He was in there.
KJ Jackson done exactly what he's supposed to do as a defensive lineman, not over pursued that 2 or 3 step back behind the line, and he set right in the hole waiting for him to reverse.
He was waiting on him. The clock continues to run. I'm not real sure why. I thought on the turnover on downs it stopped, but
We got a flag on the play too.
They finally stop it at 152. It has to be after the play, surely. Personal foul against Frankfort. Oh, that would be a first down if it's.
Yep.
Oh, man. It still may be first down, Frankfort. We don't know yet. There's the back of my sister-in-law's head. I believe it will be Frankfort's ball, so that's good. If you're a Frankfort fan, if you're watching us online and you're from Paris, I apologize, but we're kind of, you know.
A little partial?
We're a little partial. We're homeboys.
Guess they're not going to fix the time.
No, puts it up there. Oh, nice catch by Dakio Washington. Are they going to call this back too? Man. Panthers just can't catch a break. But it may be against Paris. As a former and perhaps still sometimes football referee, do you find some referees to be flag happy? Some guys that just can't. You know, are there some guys that just can't keep it in the pocket? No, maybe not. Stepped out of bounds right there. But the personal, were there 2 personal fouls or just the one?
I think just the one.
Just the one.
You're saying you get new officials.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to make every call.
Mm-hmm.
It's early in the season. So
maybe want to prove to the rest of the crew that they know what they're doing, sort of thing. Here it is, top right of the screen.
He's blocking him all the way to the bus.
Yeah, that's, okay, that's not good. Yeah, once they get out of bounds, you can probably stop.
I think he was taking him to the concession stand, going to give him some
Well,
popcorn.
you know, I can vouch that the popcorn is good here. I can say that for a fact. We got just under 2 minutes to go here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Coming up at a halftime, we're going to have some replays. We might see the Frankfort High Band perform. Still a lot of football action remaining. There's the new coach, Stephen Davis, for Frankfort High. Scoreboard says 1st and 10. Handoff there to Knuckles. Able to get around the corner and gets a nice little gain.
Yeah, good job trying to bounce it to the outside. Could not get out of bounds. Gonna get a timeout here.
Timeout for Frankfort High to try to put some points on the board before half. We'll step aside briefly and come back for the finish of this first half here on the Game of the Week.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Welcome back, folks. There's the infamous Frankfort High Spirit Stick, which magically finds its way to almost every Frankfort High sporting event. You will see it at the football games, at the soccer games, at the basketball games. I don't know who's in charge of that, but boy, it gets around.
Smith brought down again.
Yes. Yes.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got to give them.
And that's in slow-mo, so really it's more like 2 seconds. And you got to give him more time than that, folks. That was Adrian Fisher, I believe, in the backfield there for the Greyhounds. Nice little move there by Knuckles. He's going to get the first down, barring a flag.
It was almost like a fumble rooski.
Boy, he faked number 11 out of his socks. Gets down the field, gets the first down. Panthers in striking distance now. And again, the snap is dropped. Crowdis falls on it for Frankfort High. Did Coach no, there's a flag. Okay, I was wondering why the clock stopped. Personal foul, face mask. And a face mask against, so there's a timeout Frankfort before the snap, but a face mask. How can you have a face mask? Not that I'm complaining, but how can you have a face mask if the play doesn't count? Regardless, Frankfort High is going to pick up 15 more yards, and that's good.
Well, and I think the drop snaps are coming from two things. One, the pressure by the nose guard on the center. He's not able to. He's so worried about engaging.
Yeah, I can imagine. Can you? You seen that guy? How big he is?
So the center's so worried about engaging him, he's not getting the full extension, and then Smith has been under duress all night that he's actually maybe taking a step back before the ball is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So guilty parties, not just one.
That's why we brought you along, Chris, for your excellent assessment. So there was the face mask. I just find it, if they called timeout before the play even happened, that play technically did not happen.
I think they got the timeout before the next play to stop the clock.
Okay.
And
now we got a false start, and they blow the whistle, and
Against the Panthers.
Frankfort High is shooting itself in the foot so many times it can hardly walk.
I tell you, I have my friends texting.
Oh, gosh. And here they come on a blitz, and that's knocked down. That was a good decision by Smith to unload it, and, he had Washington out there. But
I think they were trying to screen pass.
Yeah. But a nice play by 56 Preston Cowan for the Greyhounds of Paris High School.
J.D. Smith, 5'10". The last few years, Frankfort High's had that 6'1", 6'2" quarterback. Last year was Mason Lay. Get that over the outraged hands of the...
It does make a little bit of a difference, yes. He keeps it himself. Can he get out of bounds? 1 second. Did he get out of bounds with time on the clock? Yes, no. Because from there, Coblin could kick it. But no. They're going to say the half is over. Are they? Are they not? No? Maybe not? It would be really good for Frankfort High if... Nope. Halftime. Because they could have put some points on the board, I think. That not that he would have made it, but it's in his range. He could have attempted
Soccer
that.
player.
All right, folks. It's halftime. The Panthers head to the locker room and hopefully can get coached up, make some adjustments, and get back in this game. We'll step aside, and we'll come back with some replays and some music from the Frankfort High Band right here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
There's the Frankfort High Band. They're getting in place here. For those of you who don't know, my younger brother, and I will admit better looking brother, is the band director here at Frankfort High School, and he tells me that they are going to have a performance. They're not going to march, but they will play us some tunes. So sit back and enjoy the musical stylings of the Frankfort High School Panther Band.
Written in 1975 by American folk band War, #1 Billboard charts for 7 weeks. Here's your Frankfort Panther marching band under the direction of Mr. David Owens and Junior Field Commander Tyree Simpson as they present Lone Rider. Let's hear it for your Frankfort Panther marching band.
What a lovely view as the sun sets here on downtown Belle Point in the heart of the capital city. We've got some highlights or lowlights. I guess it kind of depends on how you look at things, Chris Cole. The Frankfort High squad came out all fired up and everything, but then they started to play some football, and Frankfort High had a few good plays, but they really had trouble with the line of the Greyhounds. Paris's line has largely dominated this football game, I think.
On both sides.
Yeah, offense and defense. Here's a nice pass play there, and JD's got a nice arm and can connect if he has time. But oftentimes he just doesn't have that time. I mean, 2 seconds and they're all over him. And they had a hard time containing particularly the left side of Paris's offensive line. And as you said, the linebackers are maybe making some bad decisions sometimes. And here's a pickoff on a 2-point conversion. But here's the safety. The snap goes over his head, so they get those 2 points anyway. And here's a nice pass play by Paris High School. And they scored on that, of course. Now, here's a nice play there by Aiden Monroe, tracking down their quarterback. One of the few really good defensive plays. Here's another good one here, too, where Frankfort High got in there and stopped their big back, Jakari Ransom. And then again, their passing game is pretty good. A nice connection there for Frankfort as the Smith connects with Washington, number 4, and that on that carry was Knuckles, number 2. And here's the last play. If JD had just got out of bounds maybe a couple of seconds earlier, maybe we could have had a field goal attempt, but that's not the way it worked out, was it? No. You were just you're real talkative during that segment.
You were on a roll.
So the second half here is about underway. Hopefully, first-year coach Stephen Davis was able to tuck his guys up and make some corrections. Tell them like we gotta do this and not that, and told the line like, hey, if you give JD another couple of seconds of blocking, we can have some offense here.
We saw it on that last, I'm going to call it the 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
Right before the half, that Frankfort can move the ball against this team.
Yes.
They got to quit shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
And they're not alone. Paris has had plenty of penalties too, but it seems like Frankfort High's penalties has been more damaging.
Yeah, because they'll get a 10-yard run and there'll be a block in the back, or a personal foul, extracurricular activity, or So, got to clean up the mental mistakes.
Yes, especially some of the stupid things, like the, blocking a guy after he's already off the field.
Let's go and get popcorn. He's like, we got the best concession stand around.
And I don't remember who that was, and I did that too when I played.
You took
football.
a guy to the concession stand?
Well, no, but I did block him well after the play was over, because my mind was in that place. So I'm not faulting him. Yeah.
And, you know, you may carry your momentum off the crown of the field. You're going down.
Yeah. You know, I can justify dang near anything. But they need to clean up, you know, the mental mistakes, but particularly the really like, oh, come on, guys, you know, a hold here and there. I understand. You know, I understand flinching because you thought the snap count was on 1 when it was really on 2. I understand that, you know, but
well, it's just 22 points. I mean, it's
right.
possession game.
Right. This is not out of reach at all. They can come back and win this game. They most certainly can. So, and hopefully they will do that. I think they get the ball first here.
Yep.
So the aforementioned number 80, who we do not have a name for, he put the ball on its side, so that tells me it's going to be a squibber. The squibber? You hadn't heard that? I'm making up words now, Chris.
I thought I was in mid-season form.
And there we go. Oh, between the legs. This could be trouble. I think Paris got it. I believe they got it. Wow. Number 14. Do we have a number 14 in this roster that they gave us? I do not readily see a number 14. My apologies to his parents and his girlfriend. Here's a nice look at it.
Through the wickets.
Yep, and good job. He got in there. I mean, he got in there. He just beat the Panthers to the ball. Number 14. Another player who shall remain nameless, and we got a personal foul.
Dead ball personal foul against the Panthers.
I didn't see who it was on. Did he say which side it was on? Here's another look at it. Yeah, it's right through the legs of Crowdis. Oh, that's probably on the 53. Yep. Sure enough. Walker, the guilty party on that one for Frankfort High.
I guess Paris first and 10 inside the Frankfort 30 to start the drive.
Yeah, that's not the way you wanted to start the second half. We got a new back in there. We've not had number 6 carry the ball before. Number 6 is Elijah Webb. I think. Yes.
Overload right side in this formation.
Well, it was. And another fresh pair of legs here. Who is number 3, Chris?
That's Jaden Holman. We haven't called his number since early in the game.
For a while, yeah, but we have called his number before. That's right. But yeah, he's gotten a breather for a while.
Against the Greyhounds.
I think it's coming back.
I believe you're right.
I think it was an illegal shift.
Ball placed at the 19-yard line.
High snap and off the hands of Jakari Ransom. Here's a look at it. We got 3 guys in motion apparently
before number 5 got set.
So there you go. That's Doug Crow, our crack replay producer, figuring that out. Oh! Gregory picks it up. He's going to make.
Nope. Nope.
He almost made chicken salad.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't. Yeah, but he almost did. And the main thing is, it's just an incomplete pass. So it goes back to the line of scrimmage when it could have been a 30-yard loss.
Yep. Heads up play, trying to make something out of nothing. Third and 15 for the Greyhounds.
Ransom and Holman in the backfield there with Gregory. Fakes the handoff to Ransom, gives it to Holman. Holman barrels forth for about 10 or 12. Still going to be short. It's a little sportsmanship. He didn't want any of it, but
so 4th and 3.
4th down.
Sure, I'll go with 3.
4th and 4.
We had Walker running off and Jackson running on, I think, there for Frankfort High.
Time for the Panther defense to turn
This will be a big stop here for the Panthers if they can hold them.
Serving Panther families for over 100 years.
A little confusion here by Paris.
Everybody checking their armbands. They didn't have such a thing 40 years ago.
No, you got in a huddle.
They're going to hold them. They're going to hold them. I think they held them.
I think it's going to be enough for a first. We'll see.
We will see. Yeah. First down. You were right. Daggone it.
I think that extra little lunge at the end.
That's what got it. So 1st and goal from
3.5.
This time it was Ransom in there at quarterback.
Touchdown.
He pitches it to Holman, and Holman got in the end zone. So Paris now up by 4 scores.
And not so long ago.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that one more time.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
sure.
I thought his knees
I'm not
were
sure
down
he got
before
in.
he got.
Yeah. Let's look at that one more time. You know, and he's kind of standing upright when his knee goes down, like boom, right there. It's close, and they're not going to review it. They're going to.
Yeah, they're not going to come and ask our opinion.
Yeah.
They don't want my opinion.
Uh-oh. This is Ransom, and he is telling everybody and he throws it up. Look at there, would you? Ain't that just something?
Two-point conversion is good.
Well, the official held his hands up. I couldn't tell if that was a successful thing or if he was
another flag.
This is what we saw that earlier. Was it a blind side block? Is that what that is when he pulls his? Yeah, blind side block. 15 yards. They're going to redo the try. Our camera crew right there on it, folks.
Ball being moved back near the 18-yard line.
Another look at it from that end zone camera. But doesn't count. They're going to do it again. The ball's on about the 17, 18-yard line. Gregory got all day. And Ransom catches it. Did he make it in? That daggone pole keeps getting in the way. Here's another look at it.
I think he ran out of bounds before he crossed.
Well, I don't know. That 1 foot's in there. I think that's. Well, no, we've got another penalty. I didn't catch what it was, but there's another flag on that play, or on that try, as they say. So we're going to do this again, folks. I wonder what the record is for the longest two-point conversion attempt.
I don't know, but I think I witnessed the longest third down play in Kentucky high school history a few years ago.
You did?
3rd and 75.
Oh, my God.
And it got converted.
That wasn't here, was it?
No, it was at Bardstown in the playoffs against Western Hills.
Oh, my gosh. Illegal procedure, we are told, was the call. So now it's on the, 23-yard line?
Yeah, close enough.
Gregory got all kinds of time. Throws it up there, and they get it. Ransom makes the grab. So 30-0 is your score here. We'll step aside briefly as we take another look at it here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
At FPB, we work around the clock to ensure clean, safe, great-tasting water makes its way reliably to your home or business. The EPA recently required all public water systems to have a service line inventory completed by 2024, and we need your help to determine what type of service line you have. Your help can greatly speed the process, reduce costs, and keep rates more affordable for everyone.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on Around 10.
Welcome back, folks. I know you have a busy life, but, if you're not doing anything around 10, you might want to tune in to Frankfort's very own talk show where a a very intelligent group of people discuss what's going on in the capital city. And even if you can't tune in at 10, you know, you can watch it on YouTube later. Knuckles breaks a couple of tackles, gets it out past the 35.
And there's a flag on the play.
Who would have thought, Chris?
Can you believe it?
I blame this guy in the white hat. What could it be? How many penalties can you have on a kickoff return? I mean, holding is just about it, isn't it?
Blocking the back.
Yeah, blocking the back. Blindside block, I guess.
Yeah. Face mask.
Yeah,
illegal hands to the face.
Yeah, that'd be really rare.
Too loud of a sneeze. Too much contact in a collision sport. They had 2 fouls on the play. Holding.
Versus holding. And a personal foul against them. Well, that's because he didn't like being held. You know, that's it right there. Well, they negate one another, so we'll see if we can see the hold or the personal foul. There's the hold right there. And there's a, yeah. And then Crowdis shows a little bit of sportsmanship there by tucking in or fixing the shoulder pads of Paris Greyhound. So, you know.
So we're doing it again?
It looks like it.
Okay. I think we're right back to where we were.
Was there any flags? I didn't see any flags. No flags. Washington on the carry. There probably could have been a flag. There was a little bit of unnecessary roughness there at the end, but luckily nobody.
Extracurricular activity.
Yes. All right, J.D. Smith in at quarterback. And Bryce Marston in the backfield with him this time. Knuckles goes in motion. He takes the quick pass and picks up the first down and a flag.
You're kidding.
No, I see it right there.
2 markers on the field.
Going to be a hold, block in the back.
And the thing is whatever it was, that didn't appear to be anywhere near the play. I mean, the back judge threw it.
Is this crew from Northern Kentucky?
I don't know. No, I'll take that back. It wasn't the back judge that threw it. He threw it also, but personal foul, face mask. Okay.
On the block, not on the play, on the block.
Right, right.
See it right there. Oh, right there at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, boy, I like this zoom in feature we have now on the replay. Wow, that's impressive.
And that's one of those that wasn't malicious, but
no,
your hand is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Well, this probably is the second best offensive drive Frankfort High has had tonight.
Timeout, Paris.
All right, with 8:20 left to go in the third. We'll step aside briefly and come back with some more football here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Today, we customize everything. So why not customize your video choices with Nextband Stream, the new video streaming app from FPB. Just install Nextband Stream on your smart TV, mobile, and streaming devices. Then watch with features like Restart and Replay TV, plus Cloud DVR to record cable and local channels. Powered by fast, reliable FPB internet and Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit FPB online to sign up.
Welcome back, folks. I do want to say that Nextband Stream is pretty good. I got it at my house a couple months ago. It's awesome. Call them and make sure it's in your. It's not everywhere yet, but it's coming, and it's worth it. All right.
I need to upgrade.
1st and 10 for Frankfort High, and they have the ball in Greyhound territory. And they have been moving the ball forward. Is that Marston on the carry? I believe it was. Bryce Marston, he only gets about a yard. He's getting some work now. They've moved Knuckles out to a slot receiver.
Well, they've flipped. Marston was in the slot in the first half. Knuckles was in the backfield. So we have Marston with that catch early in the game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. These quick passes are going pretty good, too. Crowdis with the grab, but, again, doesn't get more than a couple of yards there. My guess is that's something the coaching staff has decided to do after, if you've only got a couple of seconds to get rid of the ball, that's what you're going to have to start running in your offense.
Well, it's going to keep Paris honest, too.
Yeah.
Not keying on the run.
Yeah, they were loading the box a little bit there in the first half. Uh-oh, get rid of it. There you go. Good job. Probably been better off letting that ball just fall by catching him. He lost a yard. That's a hard thing to do, regardless how old you are. You see the ball, you want to catch it. Was that a turnover on downs?
No, this is fourth.
No, this is fourth here. Okay. Quick kick here, Chris? Or is that a... He's not back deep enough for a punt, is he? No. And is that Ransom? No, that was Webb, I think. He just picked it up on the run. Brings it forward for about 15, 20 yards.
And I'm going to give him an Oscar because he was acting like someone pushed him out of the sidelines.
Still a lot of football left here, and Frankfort High had a good run there in that last drive. They just couldn't get it over the hump.
It fizzled out.
They need to make a stop here and maybe get better field position and put some points on the board. Gregory hands off to Holman. Picks up about 6. We have now gone, I think, 4 straight plays with no flags. That just Jesus. He's giving me a sour look, folks. Like, what are you doing?
Clint, there's a flag on this next play. We're going to put the headsets down and take a walk outside.
They snap it that time to Webb, and he hands off to Ransom. And I dodged a bullet, Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
No flags that time either. Okay, no, I won't talk about flags anymore.
There could have been. I think they missed a hold.
Wow. Well, I'm sure they did. You know, they say there's holding on every play.
You played on the line, you know that.
Yeah, I know that. There it is. If you're not holding, you ain't trying. On the keeper, this is Webb.
I'm telling you, he's
two Oscars.
He may be working on his SAG now. Or a nighttime Emmy.
Ransom now. Boy, they got just everybody taking the snap back here. Ransom zigs and he zags, and he's going to get into the end zone. Maybe not enough for a penalty, but a little taunting. Oh, looky there. I see some yellow on the field.
It's going to be a hold on the offense.
Holding against the Greyhounds.
Top of the screen. Right there.
24.
14.
14. Well, I thought 24 may have held too, maybe.
I think it's more obvious now on the hold because the jerseys are so tight. When we played, the jerseys were loose.
Slapping all over the place, yeah. Good tackle there by Aiden Monroe.
Just inside the 20-yard line.
Yep, little reverse action here.
Nice pursuit by Jackson. Pick up from about 3.
Second and 6.
Right up the middle.
That was number 2.
Yeah, I don't think, have we called his name lately?
Brandon Cruz.
Brandon Cruz. Yeah, I don't remember saying his name.
First down, Paris.
I'll tell you what, Taquan Rice is not short of playmakers.
No.
I mean, we've seen at least 3 different guys take the snap.
Crowdus again.
That was Jackson on the tackle from behind, I think.
Ransom.
Oh, Ransom with the carry? Yeah. But it was Jackson with the tackle. Nice pursuit. But Paris knocking on the door here again. That was Kais Walker in there with a big hit.
He brought the lumber on that one.
But it's 1st and goal now as Ransom takes it into the end zone untouched, and a little extracurricular activity at the end of the play. Which, you know, I can understand, but if you're Frankfort High, you got to keep that in check. You know, you got to, you know, leave your emotions in the locker room and just go out and play some football. Because that will cost you a game somewhere down the line if you don't do that.
Well, and Clint, here's the thing. This is, you know, a lot of young players on Frankfort that haven't seen a whole lot of game experience.
Right.
So.
And nobody likes getting beat in their home opener. And, you know, right now they're taking us lacking. You know, and, you know, you come from a winning tradition. You know, Frankfort High is, you know, it's a school that makes the playoffs and goes a couple of rounds deep in the playoffs every year. And, you know.
And, I mean, not that too long ago, we were competing for state championships.
Right. Less than 10 years ago, Frankfort High was right in there in the Final Four. Maybe, I think they even played for the state. I think, didn't Mayfield beat them in the title game about 10 years ago? Semifinals, okay.
And then when I was here, it always seemed like we had Beechwood in the semifinals.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot, you know. But because, you know, Beechwood, Mayfield, and Frankfort High are traditional Class A powerhouses, you know.
Well, thank God Beechwood's 2A.
Yeah. Is Mayfield still Class A, or they go 2A?
I think they're 2A as well.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of Mayfield, I saw a stat about them this week. So Kentucky has 3 of the all-time winningest high school football programs in the top 5 of all time.
Wow, that's a nice recovery there by Crowdus on the onside kick.
So
3 of the top 5
of all time winningest high school football programs in the country.
Yeah.
Now you just named one.
Mayfield.
Can you name the other 2?
The other 2. Well, my guess is probably Bull County and Danville.
No.
Neither one of them?
No.
Okay, who are the other 2?
Male is the second all-time winningest program.
Well, partly because they've been playing football for stinking ever.
True.
I mean, Frankfort High is, Frankfort High has been playing it for over 100 years, but male, gosh, they're probably at 150. Close to it, I bet.
And then Fort Thomas Highlands.
Is that right?
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed them in a million years. I mean, they're a good football team, you know, but
Well, they had that dominance in the 70s and 80s and even early 90s.
All right. We're going to step aside as the third quarter comes to a close. This is Cable 10's Game of the Week.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one that helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Good one.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
David Toll's Auto Pro customers can't go anywhere without him. No matter where life takes you, the David Toll's Auto Pro nationwide warranty is by your side.
Welcome back, folks. We're finally to the fourth quarter. It's not been a good night for Frankfort High School if you're just tuning in. I mean, you know, it's not been horrible. It's been, I've seen worse, but, you know, they're getting beat 36-0. And it's not the 36 is that bad, I don't think, Chris, as much as the goose egg on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, they've had glimpses of being able to move the ball, but the offensive line has been dominated. Actually, both lines, offense and defensive line. We kind of touched on that coming out of the halftime break. Paris has really dominated this game in the trenches.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Now, Paris also has a 3 or 4 headed monster in the backfield with good sized running backs that runs the ball hard. They've got quickness, and if they get to the edge, they're going to cause some problems. And I could see that this Paris team is going to cause some problems for a lot of teams.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't key on one guy and try to stop because of so many options they have.
Right. They've got a good line, and they've got, you know, at least 3, maybe 4 guys that can carry the ball pretty good. And one of them right there is number 5, Ransom.
Yeah, I mean, you got a true freshman quarterback that has showed poise when it's been a busted play.
Yep.
So, overload left.
I know that's, well, another flag. You know, I know that's another gain of 7 or 8 yards, but in the second half, Frankfort High has done a little bit better job of stopping the run on that left side.
Yeah, and, you know, when a team overloads to one side or the other, you can't just shift all your defense to that side because it leaves the backside wide open for a counter or reverse. So you're really playing a man or 2 down on that side. So for
a second or 2.
Yes,
until
your linebackers can recover and get over.
Yeah. And then, as we know, you know, second or 2 can be a long time. You know, the second or 2 and the guy's 10 yards downfield, you know. Gregory back to pass, wide open. Number 21, he scores a touchdown. We haven't called his name all night long. Let's see if you can figure out who number 21 is. You got a 21?
I do not.
Well, there's the third Greyhound that we don't have a name for. Our apologies for you Paris folks. But he was wide open. Our kicker, another person we don't have a name for, is going to try it one more. No, it's a different guy. This is 85. 80 had been the kicker. Unsuccessful in his 2 or 3 attempts. I think he got one of them blocked. So this is a new guy.
I don't have an 85.
Don't have an 85 either. And no, it's same result here. It's a worm burner. Looks like some of my tee shots. Well,
that look says it all,
doesn't it? I was just gonna say, it was like, oh goodness. That was Quentin Ragland. I feel for you, Quentin. I really do. Maybe, you know, if I were Coach Rice of Paris High School, you know, this game's in the bag. That doesn't mean it's not worth watching, because there are other things other than the score that you want to look for, or at least I'm entertained by. But I think I call off the dogs and see what my second string defense could do. And the same thing for Coach Davis. You know, it's like, hey, let's, you know, they're young to begin with, but let's get some other players in here for some experience and see what they can do in these last 9 minutes and 53 seconds. A touchdown would go a long way for the spirits of Frankfort High. Marston on the return, but trips and falls down, and Panthers will take over here as we watch Grayson Fisher come off the field. Ooh, makes a nice block there.
And you know, Clint, the schedule doesn't get any easier for Frankfort High this year.
Oh, really? Who have they got coming up? The next 2 weeks, folks, will be at Western Hills High School.
They're at Moore next week. The following week, they go to the Rockcastle County.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness.
Rumble,
we called his name
bumble,
earlier.
Stumble.
You know, I kind of wanted to see him score. I really did.
Bryant Martin. Yeah, wouldn't that have been great?
Little mix-up, and well, I don't know what happened there. Did he fumble it right into his hands, or what?
Or did he take the handoff?
I don't know. Maybe so.
But after that, they come home for 2 games against Iroquois. Homecoming, they got Fairdale coming to town. Then they're on the road to Southern. Then you got districts.
Southern what?
I'm sure Louisville Southern.
Louisville Southern? Man, they're playing a lot of Louisville schools.
Yes. Home against Emnitz, home against Sayre, away against Berea, and then finish the season up the road at Hills.
That Hills game will be a good one, I think, this year. The Greyhounds score again, this time with number 14. Let's see if I can find a 14 on this. Yes, I do. That's Brandon Smith Santiago. And a flag.
Illegal substitution. I thought the clock ran during extra points too.
I did too. Two-point try, and Gregory gets in. Julius Gregory, freshman quarterback, puts up a couple more for the Paris Greyhounds. All right, we'll step aside here just for a little bit, and we'll come back with the rest of this football game here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Here's what people are saying about Estate Tree Service.
They're honest, have experienced staff, fair rates, and I trust the quality of their work.
They were professional and courteous, and cleanup of the job site was great.
They are prompt, reliable, and they always make sure I'm satisfied, which is why when I have tree care needs, I call Estate Tree Service.
Our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair price to Central Kentucky. Go online or give us a call for a free quote.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're a little bit late coming back for the kickoff, but we're going to watch it in replay. And
Marston.
Luckily, Marston was able to fall on it there, but at the end of the game, we're going to have the play of the game brought to you this year by Exit Realty Crutcher Tim and Rebecca Hubbard, agents for Exit Realty. Smith again smothered up. I noticed that big number 77 isn't in there right now. They're probably giving him a breather from that
almost touchdown,
almost
rumble,
touchdown.
bumble, stumble.
But the result of that play is about the same. Frankfort High just unable to keep the defensive line out of the backfield for much of this game. Smith on the run again. Lowers his shoulder, takes it himself. Did not see a flag, but that is a hold. But Nice pitch and catch there. That's Washington with the reception, and he's going to get the first down.
A little quick underneath screen.
Found that soft spot in the defense. But we got a player down.
Isaiah Clay for Frankfort.
And is he the center? Yeah, that is not good. That is not good, folks. They're going to pick him up, so apparently the injury's not too bad.
Well, they've got him listed at the guard. And they got Ragland listed at the center.
But I think in that last play he was the center, I think. But yeah, you don't want to lose your center. That's a very key position. Let's see what happened. He pulls up here and looks like he was limping a little there. Nobody hit him. He may have twisted an ankle or something. We're back underway. 1st and 10 now here for the Panthers. Time winding down. Oh, quick pass, but it's dropped. Crowds wasn't expecting it to come that fast, but the thing is we're in a running clock situation here, and time is of the essence to get that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're gonna, if you're coach, you're trying every way in the world to take something positive out of this game moving forward.
Yeah. And some points on the board would go a long way toward that effort. Handoff, boy, it's like the Greyhounds got the playbook on that one. They were right there waiting for him. Big number 78 was in there, but I don't think we've got a 78 in the roster they've given us. And the snap is bobbled, and the Paris Greyhounds fall on it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Greyhounds.
Take another look, and it just came up a little too high. Knuckles tried to grab it and tried to get on it, but number 50, which is Adrian Fisher, rips it away. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Paris.
You got to think just a couple of knees here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that and maybe he'll get underneath. Gregory will go underneath center and just take a knee. But they're not in what we would call victory formation. Nope, they're going to run a play. And you hate to see this. You hate to see that, you know, they're getting chippy now, and now the coaching staff are involved. Like, well, you know, I hate to say it, but coaches, had you just taken a knee, you wouldn't have had this problem.
Yeah, now you got players leaving the bench. Don't know why the clock stopped.
Me either. It didn't. I just can't believe that they ran a play. You didn't need to run a play.
No, you take 2 knees and go home.
And you go home, get on the bus, and you know, say good game, see you. But you know, all I can say is not cool. Not cool, man. I can understand high school kids making unwise decisions, but some of these, you know, adult men over here have got to do a little bit better job.
And now you've got a possibility of this escalating big time out here on the field in the handshake line.
All of this could have been avoided, but whoever the offensive coordinator is decided to, hey, let's rub their noses in it. Let's run the play, which was unnecessary. Okay, folks, let me get off my high horse here, and we'll step aside and we'll come back with the play of the game and some. We won't call them highlights. We'll just call them replays. We'll return here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week, Play of the Game, is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what they do and families are why they do it.
It's all over if they hit this field goal.
Buying or selling a home can be as exciting as winning the big game on a last-second field goal. Or it can be just as devastating if the kick doesn't go in.
And the kick goes up, and it's no good. Home team loses.
That's why in real estate it always helps to be on a winning team. Choose Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher.
Real estate is what we do.
And families are why we do it.
Wait, how'd you get in here?
All right, folks, welcome back. It's time now for the Exit Crutcher Realty Tim and Rebecca Hubbard play of the game. And here it is. It's the second touchdown here by the Paris Greyhounds. Gregory hands off to Jaden Holman, and really from there, the Greyhounds never looked back. It was all Paris, and you know, unfortunately for the homestanding Frankfort High Panthers, they couldn't get any points on the board. They did have a couple of decent drives, but they just couldn't get over the hump. And Coach Davis has got some things to work on this week.
Well, you had 3 starters out.
Yeah,
tonight.
that hurt the defense particularly.
One is, both your starting corners were out, so you had to move people around this week because of injuries. I mean, that happens in football.
Yeah.
But you know, your leading return receiver from a year ago was out tonight, in Kamarion Carter, which he's one of your starting corners. One of your offensive linemen was out. Actually saw him on crutches tonight, so I don't know how long he's going to be out. There's some missing pieces that could make it. I'm not going to say that it's 50 points difference.
Right.
But it could make a difference on a couple of these plays.
Right.
So you break down the film, you see the good points, you see what you need to work on and get ready for next week. Everybody's going to have to be patient. It's a young team.
Yeah.
It's a new coaching staff.
And there were some good points. I mean, they had the passing game looked pretty good. When Smith had time, it looked good. Yeah. So, but that's a positive, I think. I'm also on Paris's side. I mean, I was really impressed with their quarterback. A freshman quarterback doing that well. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, you don't see the composure usually out of a true freshman. And I like using the word true freshman because we've had all these extra COVID years the last few years.
Yeah.
So Paris has got a good team, and they're going to be, I think, a tough out this year moving forward.
They have some playmakers. Okay, folks, we're going to call it a night for Chris Cole and all of the rest of the Cable 10 crew. I'm Clint Goins. Thanks for watching. Join us next week when we are at Western Hills High School for the Cable 10 Game of the Week.